Are you like me? Love the look of alcohol inks in resin and the way it does like the Petri effect. But are always concerned that with alcohol inks, things never really last and they fade really quickly, which is the nature of most alcohol inks. Well, today I'm going to share something with you that I've been practicing and trialing for months, and that is to find something to replace alcohol inks. Now, these are some of my failed experiments that I've done over the last few months, and as you can see, they've not worked out very well at all. But today's experiment I know works out really, really well, and I think you're going to love it. So carry on watching and you'll see how I do it, and it gives some beautiful results. I'm going to be using the J-Diction 3 times UV Protect, and as we know from the video that I made testing over a 6-month period, this is the one that yellows the least out of any of the resins that I tested. So check that video out at the end. Brilliant resin for even a beginner or more advanced people. I'm really excited about sharing this with you. Before I do anything, what I'm going to do is divide my resin up into these 4 little shot glasses, and that's because that's where I'm going to mix the substitute for alcohol ink. I'm also going to use this resin as the resin for my coasters and my hearts, so popping that in there. Make them about as deep as you want, but make sure when you do the hearts that you're leaving enough space in there to put actual extra resin in, which is going to give the great effect that you want. And this is one of the reasons why I've chosen to use the J-Diction resin here as well. I mean, it's a resin that I use a lot, so I'm very confident in. It's got the ideal consistency for this technique as well. Make sure that you pop any bubbles that come up now, because it's much safer to do it now than try and use a flame in a little while's time, and you'll see why. And then what I'm using is some resin pigments. And these are the Hippo ones that I've been using recently. Now, I will link them in the description below, and they are great. But if you can't get hold of the Hippo ones, then I will leave an alternative link in there for the UK. The best piece of advice I can give as well is make sure that you thoroughly mix these up until you're really, really happy that the whole thing is completely mixed. There's no resin in there without any pigment in it. And if you find that it's not a deep enough colour for you, just add a little bit more. As long as you're not going over the 10% mark, then you'll be fine. So that's 10% pigment to the rest resin. And once you've got all those lovely and mixed and thoroughly done, then this is when I add some alcohol, and this is 99% alcohol. Don't use anything less because it'll have too much water in. And I'm adding about 10 drops each to each of the pots here. And remember, this will evaporate off, so you need to work not really, really quickly, but you need to work fairly quickly with this. Give it a good stir in and make sure it's thoroughly mixed. And now what that does is that allows the density of this resin to change a little bit and prevents it sinking right down to the bottom when you're putting the little dots in. I do constantly stir as I'm using it, and that's to ensure that I've got an even distribution of the pigment and the alcohol that's in these little glasses. And I do go through each one of them trying to do exactly the same pattern, but that's quite difficult to achieve when you're doing things like this and you drop bits where you shouldn't. I want to say a massive thank you to all my channel members. We've got a great group of people going on now, and they're enjoying the perks. We've got a dedicated VIP Facebook group that is only for paying members, and we have a great time in there. We run competitions, and this month's competition is going to get free resin for people, for the top 3 winners. But we also support each other and help each other out an awful lot and learn a lot from each other. I'm sure my members would say exactly that in the comments below. If you want to become a member, check it out. The link is in the description below. So once I've got my first lot of colours in, now I'm using this white. Now, it's not a dropper or a sinking white. It is just the white pigment from the set that I've got. And I'm adding it on top of some of these colours, but I'll also be adding it beside them. And the reason I'm doing that is to give different tones of the same colour. Massive thank you to all the people that got me a coffee last month. If it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't keep doing these experiments and making these videos. So I really do appreciate it. And if you want to buy a coffee just to tip me and say thank you for any of my videos and help support my channel, the link for that is in the description, as well as the link for lots of other useful information. So pop in now a different colour on top of this white, and not only on top of it, but beside it as well, because I want to get a good effect going through, and I want to be able to see some of the rich colours that these colours make. And I don't want to dilute all the colours down by using white. So some of this colour is going on top of the white, some of it is going beside it. And then once I've done that, add in a bit more white, and you can build up as many layers as you like with this. If you haven't already checked out my other channel, which is a crafting channel, I do lots of different crafts over there and have a lot of fun, then please check it out. I'd love to see you over there. And the link for that, again, is in the description. That description is so full of useful information, so check it out. So now I've got that, and I'm putting some more white in, because actually I want white to be visible in some of these pieces as well, not just as a method to tone down any of the colours. And I'll leave that for an hour. Now it's an hour later, and this has firmed up quite a lot. It's gone to like a thicky syrup stage, and now I'm going to give them a stir, and this is where you get those brilliant results. And honestly, you check these results out. I am so pleased with this. I'm going to be making a lot of jewellery using this technique. Don't stir too quickly, because you don't want to stir too quickly, but make whatever pattern you want. As you can see on this one, I went in one direction in a spiral, and now I'm going in a different direction in a spiral. With the hearts, what I'm doing is different patterns. So for instance, this one I just went round in like a spiral. This one here, I'm doing a bit of cross hatching with it, and I pushed quite deep with this one, and I wish I'd pushed as deep with all of them, because I think that gives a much nicer effect. But it's up to you. You choose what your effect is. So I go across and then down, and then the next one I will do a zigzag pattern in it. And I love the way, I absolutely I know I say this about a lot of things, but I love the way these come out. And then leave these overnight to cure up, and then we'll see what they look like. Well, these have all cured up now. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to come out. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And I think if I'd have pushed down a little bit harder, I would have definitely got a deeper pour and that going through a little bit more. Or perhaps not done the coaster quite as thick. Let's have a look at the hearts. Oh, that one is absolutely stunning. I'm loving that. Oh, and that one. And that is the one where I did push down a little bit more. And as you can see, it really has got that lovely shape in there. Let me bring that closer to the camera. Yes, definitely. They have come out really well. Exceptionally well. Definitely a substitute for the alcohol inks. And I think on their own, they look beautiful. And together they look even better. You could do whole sets of coasters like this. You could do loads of different jewellery in different colours as well. Really easy to do. And actually, I think looks beautiful. Just as beautiful as alcohol inks. And these aren't going to fade. These are really resistant to the fading. Those blues have come out beautiful. Let me know in the comments what you think. Really interested to know if you're going to try this, and I'd love to hear about how it goes if you do. Boot that like button. Really helps my videos to get out there. If you'd like to buy me a coffee just to say thank you, the link for that, along with the link for everything, including the link for my other crafting channel, can be found in the description below. Be sure to check out the video that's coming up next. The card's on the screen now if you want to learn how to use or want more information on how to use liquid pigments in resin and the effects they give. Look forward to seeing you there.